Hey everybody, Ernest Collins here. We are here in Dayton, Ohio. We're here for a funeral. Our Aunt Geneva recently passed, and we have a number of family members that's going to share with you and talk about our origins um, in the Metcalf Collins Johnson family overall. We're going to speak to, of course, the Collins branch. So I'll kick it off. I'm Ernest Collins. I am the fourth son of Willie and Minnie Collins. They had seven children in all, and of course we are from Kansas City, Missouri. And what I'll do right now is flip the camera. We're going to introduce each of the people who are here with me, starting with my dear cousin, Tamika Law.
Hello, everyone. I am Tamika Law. I am the eldest daughter of Brenda Law Collins. Brenda is the third oldest daughter of Robert and Geneva Collins. And Robert is the second to the
Us?
baby.
Yeah, next to
Was
the
nine.
youngest. He
So
was
he
just
so he
over
was
Ernest.
8.
Yeah,
So number 8
yeah.
of Ida Bell and Lane Lee Collins.
All right. And now we'll go over to my other dear cousin, Savan Hunter.
Hello, hi, my name is Savan, and I am the daughter of Anisha Collins, who is the daughter of Robert and Geneva Collins, which is the daughter of, Robert Collins was Lane Lee and Ida Bell's son. And I am the first granddaughter of Geneva and Robert Collins.
Okay. And over to our cousin, JoJo.
Hi, my name is Joseph Fitzgerald Collins. I am the 10th child of Robert and Geneva Collins. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and reside here in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay, we're going to get into more detail in just a second. I'm going to flip the camera back to myself, and each of us will take a certain aspect of our family and just kind of sum it up for you. This is for the video that we're making for our website, the MCJ Family Reunion Incorporated website, which is www.mcjfamilies with an IES.com. Check it out. A lot of great information. That's going to be our primary communications and information tool for our family reunion. So we want to get everybody in the habit of going there often. There's going to be newsletter updates about the upcoming reunions, all kind of major happenings and events in our family. So just get used to checking it out. But back to the Collins story of the MCJ. So our originators, and of course, we like to document and double confirm every piece of information we put out. So from a journalistic standpoint, that's our obligation. We're not going to share anything with you that we uh, know has not been confirmed and is absolutely correct. So the information that we have is that our family reunion started in approximately 1949. Okay, and the family reunion started as an annual birthday celebration. That birthday celebration originally was for Mary Hill Metcalf, who was married to Nathaniel Metcalf. Okay, they had how many children? They had, okay, I think it was six. I think the number was six. But the oldest child of Mary Hill Metcalf and Nathaniel Metcalf was Ida Bell. At that time, Ida Bell Metcalf, who married Lane Lee Collins. Okay, so that's how we come in. When Ida Bell married Lane, who was a Collins, now of course their offspring are all Collins. So Ida Bell, when she married Lane, they had 9 children. Okay, one of those 9 was Willie Collins, that's my dad. And my dad and mom, my mom was Minnie Mae Collins. So when Willie and Minnie Mae married, they had 7 boys. And I'm number 4 of that 7, Ernest Collins. So the oldest was Otis, then Lee, then Michael, then Ernest, then Willie, then TC, and then Charlie, who was the baby. Okay, so what I'll do now is turn it over to Tamika, and she's gonna tell us about, I'm sorry, that's actually JoJo. JoJo is gonna tell us about one of those original siblings of Lane and Ida Bell, who was his dad, who was Robert Collins. Here we go with JoJo. What you got for us, JoJo?
So, Ida Bell and Lane Collins had one of their children was Robert Collins, which was my father. And my father married Geneva Collins, and they both together had 11 children. The first was Inisha Collins, Dolores Collins, Brenda Law Collins, Cosetta Collins, Jackie Collins, Robert Collins Jr., Cynthia Collins, Tracy Collins, Barbara Collins, Patrice Collins, and myself, Joseph Collins. I'm next to the youngest. Patrice is the baby. I'm the baby boy.
All right, okay. All right, and so all of you guys, of course, residing in Dayton, but give us a little history about where you started from.
So Inisha, I believe, was born in Mississippi. And everyone down after that, Dolores, down to myself, was born in Memphis, Tennessee. We moved to Dayton, Ohio in 1966 when I was 2 years old. Patrice, the baby, was born 1 year later, and she was born here in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. All right. Now, Savan, give us a little bit of information about why it is we're here right now. Just put that in context for us.
So we're here. Everyone's here for my grandmother's funeral. Geneva Collins passed away on January 29th, and her funeral was today. And so that's why we're here. And so we are taking advantage of the opportunity because we have so many people here to relay this information to you today.
Okay. And you had a particular connection to your grandmother, and you spent a lot of time with her, particularly over the last year of her life. Is that correct?
Yes, I took my grandmother into my home in November of 2022, and she had been with me, 14 months.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So next we'll go over to Tamika. And Tamika, kind of give us a sense of that next generation that is coming out of Dayton, Ohio. Mm-hmm. JoJo just gave us the immediate siblings of Robert and Geneva, but just give us a sense of how large and how productive you guys have been here in Dayton.
So Robert and Geneva had 11 children, as Uncle Joe stated, and each of their children had children, and their children have had children. So at last count, we have Robert and Geneva having 31 grandchildren, 58 great-grandchildren, and 7 great-great-grandchildren.
Wow.
For a total number of 108
Okay.
offspring.
All right. So y'all took it literally. Be fruitful and multiply. Okay. Okay. So there's a sense of where and how we started. Now, we're not pretending that we're speaking for the entire Collins because we've got branches in several major cities. We got a bunch of cousins in Memphis and just in many different cities. And what we're going to do is encourage them to make a video as well and add into the story. But we wanted to just kind of give you the initial story of how we're all connected based on the way we started. And so I'll just flash. I'm going to give each person the opportunity to give a final thought.
Oh, well, my final thought is this is so important to do, of how well we are connected and where our roots are, which is Charleston for us. I can remember back in 1974 when our school aired a documentary that our family put on. It was called A Portrait in Black. Mm-hmm. And we were down on the lake, and all the family was there, and I was so excited that it aired in my hometown school in the 4th grade. So, just things like that. These are things we got to pass on.
Absolutely.
And things that we remember, and I'm certainly proud of that history. So thank you for the great job you're doing.
Okay, well, thank you for that, JoJo. And I'd just like to add that documentary that JoJo is referring to, 4 Portraits in Black, aired on CBS Network in 1974. And not only did they produce a great documentary that captured our extended family, they traveled with us to the reunion to Mississippi and squeezed into Big Mama's house, and there was people everywhere, and that was just a great thing. Yeah. And it aired nationally and really generated a lot of conversation. So we was very fortunate and blessed to have that opportunity. So Van, any final thoughts?
Yes, getting back to what Tamika said about her legacy. We recently talked about that, and my grandmother actually said, yes, she did her part. She
absolutely did her part. More than her share,
yes,
actually.
Absolutely. But getting back to what Joe said, that for me, I think I was 4, or I had to have been 4, because I was born in 69, 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
And to have seen that on television with us all standing
Wasn't
there
that inspiring?
at my grandmother's house.
Yes.
On top of that,
yes.
was I'll never forget that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great.
Wow.
All right, Tamika.
Well, I was born in 74, so I don't remember it. But hearing about it, it was, and then watching excerpts from it, through subsequent reunions was very exciting. And I'm just happy to be a part of a family that stays connected, that is very intentional about remembering where we come from. It really surprises me when I meet people who don't know who their aunts and uncles are, or who have parents and they don't know their parents' siblings. I know who my family is many generations back. And so I think it's incumbent upon all of us to make sure that we continue this into the next several generations. I have a daughter, and I want her to know who her family is. Even though she wasn't around to know my grandfather and all of his brothers, but she knows their children and their children's children, and being a part of the reunions year after year. And so now she will know when she starts to have children that this is your family. This is where we come from. This is our history. These are our roots. And I think if you know who you are and you know where you come from, it just allows you to have a certain confidence.
Yes. Yes.
And I think we as a family, we are extremely confident.
Yes.
Because we know exactly who we are and we know exactly where we come from.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. As an example of that confidence, for those who regularly attend the family reunion, you will know that our most recent reunion in Washington, D.C., hosted by Tamika and Jali. And you're talking about confidence. So she hosted a reunion in a city she did not live in for 250 plus people, and just had a fantastic time. It was extraordinary, extremely well done. So we're a very confident family. Thank you so much for listening, and we will do more in the future. Bye-bye.